I'm probably in trouble. I just accidentally pressed the doorbell, and every one of our Amazon speakers that we have around the place, including in our bedroom, in our master bedroom where our baby, our toddler, is sleeping right now, they all made an announcement that someone is at the front door. I'm waiting to hear if I woke our guy up or not. Yeah, that was an accident. I'm not going to do that again, at least not while he's sleeping. This is the Aqara Video Doorbell Hub G410, and I love it. I've had it for 2 or 3 months, and it arrived at just the perfect time because our previous video doorbell camera, it died. It just kind of stopped working. It was fine. It did the job. There were some things about it that I didn't really like, and we'll get into some of those details. But this one arrived at the perfect time. So thank you to Aqara for sending this out. I've had it for 2 or 3 months. I've had plenty of time to play around with it, and I'm going to be sharing what I like about it and a few shortcomings with you in this video. Firstly, what I'll say is it just looks and feels very elegant. I mean, look at this device. It just feels high quality. It's really nice. To open it up, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver, small one, something like this. And if you peel this back, you can see where you need to unscrew. Be aware, this got me a couple of times, that as you're taking it apart and taking batteries out or putting batteries in, the alarm, the device alarm might trigger. So just make sure there's nobody sleeping. Like for us, our baby toddler is not sleeping. Otherwise, you might cause a bit of a disturbance there. But it's really easy to get set up and get started. All right, I'm going to show you where we've got this positioned outside our front door here. We live in a secure building, and nobody should be right outside our front door unless we know about them. So we should not have any surprise visitors. So maybe the way you set things up and the choices that you make in the settings might be a little bit different than for us. But for me personally, I don't really want anybody to be pressing the doorbell function. I just did that by accident, and it sets off notifications on all of the Amazon speakers that we've got around the place. So be careful of that. Maybe for you, maybe that's good. You can customize the sounds that you get when somebody presses the button. You can customize the volume control, and there's two-way audio as well in case you want to have a conversation with somebody while they're there at the front door. Pretty neat. In terms of the camera quality, this is about twice the resolution of the previous doorbell cam that we had. The old one I had, it was 1080 HD. It was fine. It was good enough. This one, it's like 2000 and something. It's yeah, almost exactly double. I don't have the exact details, but it's almost double HD 1080. So it's really good. The field of view is actually better on this as well. 175 degrees field of view. It's more than enough for what we need. As you'll see, we've got ours sitting at the front door, pointing in the vicinity of, where somebody might be if they were hovering around our front door, and it's fine. It's perfect. What I like most about this is that anytime we want, whether we're home or away, we could be on the other side of the world, we can just check the camera, get a real-time shot to see what's happening. And, it doesn't have to be in real time either. You could look at a recording to see what happened 5 minutes ago or 5 hours ago even, but it's just that peace of mind that I really appreciate with this. So here's something you don't see on every smart device, and that's that it says that it's dual band Wi-Fi capable. And it's been a few months since I set this up. So honestly, I can't remember if I set it up on our merged Wi-Fi band that is 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Not sure how I can check that either. Or if I had to set it up on the dedicated 2.4, but that has been a bugbear of mine. And maybe for you as well, trying to set up smart devices in the past. It's so frustrating. And it's one of the reasons why I have now got a dedicated 2.4 gigahertz band here in our home, but that's not necessary with this. This plays friendly with 5 gigahertz. So that's pretty neat as well. There are some additional features that you can unlock if you want to pay for a subscription, such as additional storage, or some of the advanced AI features and functionality. Honestly, I don't think you need it. I think it's going to be good enough for 98% of people just without having to pay any extra straight out of the box. But you know what? You can check it out. In terms of the AI features, this is pretty cool. I was just playing around with this, and I didn't even know this until I was like going back and rereading the manual today after having it already set up and running for a few months. And I'll show you this in the app. You can set up known faces for the people that live in the home, And then the AI can recognize those faces. If it sees someone that it doesn't recognize, it will just say, hey, unknown lingerer detected or something like that. But if it sees a face that it recognizes, it can identify that. So I think that's pretty handy. Up to you with regard to privacy, if you want to enable that or not, but it does have that functionality if you want it. There are a number of different installation options. It comes with a few different ways you can set it up. For us, because we already live in a secure building and nobody should be hovering around our front door anyway, I've just got it literally sitting on top of a shoe cabinet. It's not affixed to anything. So that's how I've just picked it up here, and very easy for us to move around. But if you want to stick it or screw it in somewhere, that's pretty easy to manage as well. I really like the fact that it's battery powered. It's got the option for 6 AA batteries. The previous doorbell cam that we had, it was a rechargeable battery. And over time, I found that the battery health degraded to the point where it actually eventually just died. In the beginning with our old doorbell cam, it could go months without recharging, and then it became weeks and then days, and then eventually it just died. With this, you're not going to have that problem. It's always just going to be fresh AA batteries anytime you need. And in fact, I just had to change the batteries earlier today. You get a nice little notification in the app when it's time to change the batteries. So that's really easy as well. Now, let's get to a couple of things that actually I don't love about this, because it's great, but hey, it's not perfect. So one thing that I've struggled with and I would like to overcome is I have added this Aqara doorbell cam into the Amazon ecosystem using the dedicated skill that is provided so you can sync it up with Amazon. I'm not going to say the A word because my devices are listening. Maybe yours are too. But having done that, I still can't watch a recording from this camera in the Amazon app or on indeed the Echo Show that we've got sitting out there in our kitchen area. I'd love that. I'd love to be able to just say, hey, please show me the doorbell cam and see that live right there in our kitchen. I don't know. It seems like it should be possible, but it's not working. So I was actually going through having a look in the Amazon, I'm not going to say that word, in the Amazon ecosystem app earlier today. And on the skill, I looked at some of the reviews, and it sounds like other people are having similar experiences with regard to this specific Aqara skill for the Amazon ecosystem. Some people are blaming it potentially on Amazon. Other people are saying it's probably Aqara's fault. I have no idea, but that's something that I've struggled to get going so far, and it sounds like I'm not alone on that. So that's one thing I do want to be open with you about. Another thing that I've so far been unsuccessful with is getting this added into the Homey ecosystem. I use Homey Pro as my smart home ecosystem primarily. And although I notice a lot of Aqara products are natively supported within Homey, this one's not, at least not yet. So, I guess I could try to add it just by Zigbee radio, perhaps. But the problem with that is I can't remember how to put this into pairing mode. Yeah, I'm not sure. And look, I don't want to take it apart right now because our toddler is sleeping and I don't want to set off the alarm. Maybe the Amazon speaker in our bedroom might make some sound as well. So I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, so far I have not been able to get this going with either the Amazon ecosystem or Homey, but no big deal. Look, honestly, I think the Aqara app is perfectly fine. Yeah, sure, it's another app that you have to, check on. And I think we've already all got enough different apps for different products and different brands already, but it works just fine. And hey, we live with it. It's fine. If you look on the front of the box, it says that it works with Apple Home, Samsung SmartThings, IFTTT, built on Thread border router, works with Amazon ecosystem. I'm not going to say that word, and Google Home. Like we talked about, there are some apparent issues with the Amazon ecosystem. I don't know. I'd love to get that going. If I could get that going and then potentially run some routines off the back of it, or get it in Homey and potentially run some flows off the back of that, that would be a game changer. But even without that, it's still fantastic. Like, I love it. I just, like I said, being able to look in the app and see what's going on in real time, it's amazing. Whether you're at home and you hear a bump in the night, or you're miles and miles and miles away in some other country and you just want to see what's going on, it's right there at your fingertips. So yeah, I think it's great. I would be interested to see how long the batteries last. Now I've just put in a bunch of fresh ever ready AA batteries. I'll be interested to see how long they last. Don't have that information for you today. I think the batteries that just changed this morning came with the camera straight out of the box here, and they seem to last for 2 or 3 months. But yeah, it'd be interested to see how we go. I guess it's going to depend on how often it's waking up. But look, it's a great device. I think it's elegant. It's simple to use. Gives you what you want, right? You just want to see what's going on at your doorbell, and it does that perfectly well. Good quality camera, some AI smarts built in, and plenty of customizations available. So I recommend it. I love it. Thanks to Aqara for sending it out. And if you want more information, I'll leave some links down below.